Grandmaster Jan Ludwig Hammer is playing the highest rated player of all time, Magnus Carlsen, in a 3-minute blitz game. And in this game, not only does Hammer beat Magnus, but he beats him in literally the rarest way possible. He sacks 2 pieces to deliver an En-Passant checkmate. Let's see what happens here. So in the game, Magnus is up a pawn, but Hammer has a very tricky idea. He simply castles long in this position, now offering the a2 pawn, but getting his rook active, and now setting a trap. If Magnus grabs the pawn on a2, Hammer's idea was rook to d8 check, and after king to e7, he can now draw by repetition by moving his rook back and forth. So Magnus avoids this by playing king to g8, getting out of the repetition and now potentially trying to hide the king with king to h7. But Hammer, he goes for it. He plays rook to d8 check. And now in this position, there's 2 legal moves. You can either block with the bishop or run away with the king. Now, blocking with the bishop is the only way to hold on for Magnus, but he doesn't see Hammer's idea. He simply goes king to h7. But after king to h7, there's actually a forced mate in 10 here for Hammer, and he finds it. He starts with knight to g5 check, sacrificing the knight, because after the pawn takes, we can recapture with the h-pawn, opening up the h-file for the rook. And here the king has no legal moves. But Magnus thought he was safe after knight to h5, clogging the diagonal. But this actually loses instantly. There's one winning move in this position. Hammer plays rook takes h5, sacrificing the rook, because after the pawn takes, you open up this light square diagonal, and Hammer plays bishop to e4 check. And now the only way to stop checkmate is pawn to f5. But after pawn to f5, Hammer can solidify his existence by beating Magnus Carlsen with e takes f6, En-Passant checkmate.